I brought a fun little ball here, smiley face ball. I'm going to throw it up and see if we can watch it hover around the top of the ceiling. Okay? Didn't stay up. Let me try that again. Didn't stay up again. How come it's not staying up?
What goes up must come down.
It's alien.
Did somebody call on the law of gravity to come in? We laugh at that, right? Did somebody call on the law of gravity? Of course you don't have to call on the law of gravity. Why?
Just happens.
Law of gravity is always working, right? Always working. No matter if we call on it or not, it's always there, always working. So I think about when we talk about mathematical laws, we say the law of gravity means it's a law that is there no matter what. We don't have to call on it, it's always there working. So let me ask the master of mathematics here. Artie's a mathematics professor. So there are things like in mathematics that are like laws or rules or principles. Are they laws or rules, or what do you call them?
Axioms.
Axioms, okay, but that's the same
You
thing.
really have to get it
right? Okay. Now, if I don't know the mathematical axioms, if I don't know them and I try to solve a mathematic problem that you give me that requires those, what are the chances of I'm going to be able to do that?
Zero.
So if I'm not aware of those axioms, or if I'm aware of them and I don't use them properly, I won't get the right answer, correct? And that's true every time. True every time, pretty much so?
Pretty much.
Pretty much so, okay. There's also man-made rules, such as speed limits and inspection and registration. I know, because I was coming home from work one morning. I was very, very tired and just couldn't wait to get to bed. So 7 o'clock in the morning, I came to some traffic stopped up ahead for an accident. I thought, I'm going to be smart. I'm going to take a back road. And I did look at the speed limit and didn't realize the speed limit was 25. And unfortunately, there was a policeman there, sitting there, that was monitoring speed. So I got pulled over, and we know that there's laws for registration and inspection, and you have to get it done by that date, not like 10 days after. So when I got pulled over, I not only was speeding, I did not have my car registered or my inspection. So, you know, the laws, the speed limit, I actually was unaware of. I did, you know, he asked me, do you drive this? He said, you know, the speed limit's 25. I said, well, now I know. But no matter whether I was aware of it or not, the speed limit was there, and I was supposed to know that, and I was supposed to listen. So whether I was aware of it or not, you know, I got the rewards of that. I got the rewards of speeding and the rewards of no inspection, and I did know. I just kind of kept pushing it off. And I got the reward of the tow truck driver driving me home with my car on the back, paying all those bills and everything. But, you know, I look at that as, you know, there was some reward in that because I learned to be much more aware, be aware of speed limits, be aware and not procrastinate on dates. And, you know, so I had a lot of gratefulness. And when I was seeing my car get put on the tow truck, I thought, you know, I can be grateful that it wasn't an accident. There were no injuries. There's no damage. So all in all, you know, it wasn't an experience that I liked, but it was an experience that I could find some gratitude in. So my point, though, on all of this is there's certain laws, physical laws, mathematic laws, man-made laws, or whatever, that are in effect, and whether we're aware of them or whether we have knowledge of them, they're there, like gravity. Let's talk about gravity again. It would be good for me to be aware of gravity if I want to jump out of a 10-story building, because I know that gravity isn't going to have an exception, right? There's no exception to that rule. If I jump out of a 10-story window, I kind of go splat. So think about how does that relate to spiritual or universal laws? And how does that relate to our concept of God? First of all, think about gravity. Here all the time working, right? We don't have to call gravity in. We don't have to ask gravity to do its job. It's there all the time. And that's what we say about the presence of God. here with us all the time. We don't have to call on it to do its work because God, that universal energy, that universal law, which we, works by universal law, is always working for us, working in our lives, whether we're aware of it